Alright guys, thank you for joining me back on the channel. Today we're doing something a little different. I've invited a special guest who's a mathematician to come on the channel and give us his expert opinion of where the price is going to go over the next couple months. Now this individual is highly accredited, very intelligent, is extremely well versed at mathematics and chart reading. Now this segment has not been rehearsed. I haven't queued him up with any questions, so all of his answers will be genuine and objective. So without further ado, say welcome to our special guest. All right, thank you for being a guest on the show. Tell him what your name is.
Kanan.
Kanan is your name. And are you an expert at math?
Yes.
You're an expert at math. Can you answer some math questions for us?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to give us some recommendations of what you think the price is going to go to, right?
Okay.
Okay, first what we'll do is we'll ask you some math questions so they can see how smart you are.
Okay.
Tell them how old you are.
5 and a
years
half.
old. 5.5 years old. Okay. So what's 3 times 3?
3 times 3 is 9.
What is 5 times 4?
5 times 4 is 20.
What is 6 times 6?
6 times 6 is 36.
What's 6 times 7?
6 times 7 is 42.
Yeah. What is 9 times 9?
9 times 9 is 81.
What is 100 times 100?
10,000.
That's what I'm talking about. So, in your expert opinion, is the drip price going to continue going up when you look at this chart? Is the drip price going to continue going up?
Maybe.
Maybe. How about this one? In your expert opinion, is drip going to make all of these guys and us rich?
Yes.
All right, buddy. Say thank you for getting us to 3,000 subscribers.
Thank you for giving us to 3,000 subscribers.
All right, buddy. Okay, go play. All right. All right, guys, you heard it from the man himself. My son thinks that the drip price will maybe go up, but that we will all get rich from it. And like he said, thank you guys all for getting us to 3,000 subscribers. That is awesome. Finally glad to be over that mark. Now we're in a race to 4,000. So if you guys wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, that would be super helpful. Let's look at the drip chart today. Yesterday, I dropped a video that explained that we might get into those double digits, those juicy double Ds today. And of course we did. The price shot right up. I posted this chart in my last video, talked about how this was a cup and handle, and if we were able to break this level of resistance, then we could see some upside here. Of course, that did play out. Now, of course, not financial advice. Technical analysis is only going to work so well on cryptocurrencies and DeFi projects and all that type of stuff. But for what it's worth, we did see a cup and handle, almost picture perfect. It broke out to the upside, and now we're looking really good. So we're at 922 on this DEX, on Pancake Swap. Over on the native DEX, we're sitting right now at about 1019, but we jumped all the way up to like 1065 or something, 1063. So that's awesome run up. I mean, that's pretty amazing over the last couple of days, what's been able to happen on pretty much no news. So what this leads me to believe is when the marketing really starts and the hype, people are ready to come back to drip. People are waiting for a shining star in the DeFi space. There's a lot of trash out there. A lot of people have been getting wrecked. So they're looking for something solid, something that's been around long term. And of course, Drip Network is the gold standard as far as that goes. So you're starting to see some money piling back in here. You're also seeing animal farm pigs price go up. The garden balance is cranking right now. Have you guys seen the garden balance? I was talking to you guys earlier about the garden balance. This, of course, is the old one. And I think we were at like 401 yesterday when I made my video. 421 now. So 20,000 LPs, which is more than a couple $100,000, maybe close to 250 now, have poured into the contract over the last 24 hours. This is bullish. All the haters out there are very quiet right now because the price action across the ecosystem just keeps raising and raising. We go over to pigs. Let's see. We're at 82.59 right now. Garden's up. Pigs are up. Drip's up. Everything is absolutely just cranking. So we did get some news, maybe not the news we exactly wanted, but this is still bullish. Let's take a look. Forex came out with an announcement and he said, we have determined the day we will make our animal farm launch date announcement, and it will be this month. So that could be tomorrow. That could be the 31st of the month. So who knows? But since they've made the determination, we've got maximum 20 days before that announcement's made. So you've got 20 days to be able to purchase whatever you need to. You're already seeing a run up in the price. So the closer we get to that 20-day mark, you're going to see people buying in because they're the fear of missing out on that next boost. You could easily see drip jump from 10 to 20, pigs jump, 50%. You can see the garden balance go up. So a lot of people are going to want to take advantage of that and get in before that move happens, meaning there'll be a lot of purchasing probably and buy pressure over the next couple weeks. That's my speculation. We'll see if it plays out that way. But the way I see it, we really washed out a lot of weak hands, a lot of people that just wanted to get out of the project over the last couple months because everything's been pretty much straight down. Now that it's rallying back, I don't see the selling pressure being higher than the buying pressure. People are going to be excited to get back in. They're getting in at a low rate. Some people will still be selling on the way up because they're trying to liquidate their position and get out. But I don't think that number of people is going to be even close to the amount of people that are interested in buying and adding to their position in the ecosystems. He says, we are waiting for audits and tests to be finished, and I will never post a launch date until 100% of the work and testing is completed. This way we will have no delays or rush work to meet a deadline. We've had a lot of false starts in the past, and he's trying to avoid that. So there's a lot of delays, and this thing's been kind of dragging on. You guys are all here with me, but we've got a few more weeks to accumulate before this thing really pops off. So again, like I said in the other video, this is really probably going to be a blessing in disguise. We have taken our testing of the protocol to a new level, even going as far as hiring independent developers just to come in and audit and test our platform. They are about 75% complete. However, we need to schedule marketing, and the major platforms have waiting lists and are pre-booked, so we had to give ourselves conservative time window. That way we would know the work will be completed and use this announcement date as a point to start scheduling marketing around. So like he said in the past, aligning everything with these major marketing firms and different platforms that we want to advertise on is important to them. So dragging our feet on the launch day a little bit actually plays into that. So in the scheme of things, it doesn't matter. In the scheme of things, this last 90 days of complete and total BS is the way a lot of us see it. It's going to end up being a major blessing in disguise because we were able to accumulate a lot more, and then next year everything's going to be rocking. So I wouldn't be concerned about it. I still think we're going to have a crazy Q4, and that's going to be attributed to the fact that all the ecosystem is fully live and major marketing pushes, which is something we've never had before in Drip. Drip got to 195 on the native decks with no marketing. That's absolutely insane. He says the date we chose is extremely conservative, but as stated above, it will be before the end of the month. So to me, if they've already picked that date and they're going to stick with it and not push it forward, I'm saying it's going to be in the last week of the month. So it probably won't happen on the last day of the month. It'll likely be just a little bit before that. So we might not have a full 20 days. It might be 17, 16 days. So plan accordingly. If you're looking to get in the ecosystem, whether it's for the first time or you're trying to DCA, make that decision and get in with risk capital. Money is made in the bear markets, and this thing is just barely turning around and turning bullish. So if you're trying to catch a bottom, this is probably as close as you're going to get. He says we're working with 2 top marketing firms and already have over 30 marketing events and placements scheduled, starting the day we make the launch date announcement. If you currently have TVL on the animal farm, you'll be able to migrate over to the V2 contracts without paying a deposit fee as a thank you for staying loyal. So of course that's fantastic. So we've got a lot to look forward to, and what this is really telling me is we've got a couple weeks left to be able to accumulate. I think we saw a really nice run up in the price today. I mean, the price jumped a full $1. Now we're seeing a bit of a sell-off. I do think the price will wane just a little bit over the next week, maybe even a little bit less, and then we'll start to see a run up because those anticipation buys are going to be coming in. People do not want to be the guy or girl that goes to bed at night and drips at 10:22 and wakes up the next day and they missed a Forex Shark announcement and it's $16.11. They don't want to miss that kind of move. Could the price come down a couple bucks? Could we see the $8 range again? For sure, over the next couple weeks. Is it likely? Maybe. I think personally, if I'm just throwing a random floor out there, I don't think we're going to dip below 850. So if you want to try to catch the bottom and sit around and wait for 850, be careful because you might end up paying 1250 when you could have just bought it for 1022. So that's just my opinion. Of course, it's not financial advice. Thank you for getting us past 3,000 subscribers. I hope you enjoyed our special guest today. Happy investing.